I think I'm coming from a country named Bolivia. But now this is impossible to fix. I know it's a bit disgusting, but it's also funny.
Fuck.
And she likes.
Robert, what about the food for the dogs?
Jeśli szukasz sposobu na podróże bez znajomości języka, to wiedz, że ta koszulka, którą mam właśnie na sobie, po prostu działa. Wystarczy pokazywać palcem na obrazki i w ten oto prosty sposób można się dogadać w każdym zakątku ziemi.
Kimondero. Trzeba wstawać, bo będzie dzisiaj wywiad. Wywiad będę robić z sąsiadem, który mieszka w namiocie obok. Dobra, no pokazuję. Jest to chyba najmniej profesjonalne intro do wywiadu, no ale takie życie. To jest kumpel, którego długo już znam. O Jezu, długo znam. Znam go z internetu. On mieszka tam. Ale się cwaniak dobrze ustawił. Tam jest cień. A tutaj nie ma cienia. Więc z nim sobie pogadamy. Ma na imię Robert i jest z Hiszpanii. No, na razie nie będę zdradzać więcej szczegółów, bo jestem zaspany. I teraz robimy jak? Hop. Teraz robimy przeskok. Hop.
Koki,
Be honest, please.
what's your name?
My name is Kokai.
How old are you?
7 years old.
Where are you from?
I think I'm coming from a country named Bolivia. I don't know where it is in the map, but my human said it's a beautiful country.
Do you know Spanish? English? What language do you speak?
I speak only Spanish.
Do you like travel, Koki?
I love traveling so much, but sometimes I miss my home.
You like your father?
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best human in the world.
Oh my god. Did you cook food for dogs?
Yeah, I'm cooking and I forgot, man. But I think it's fine. Maybe a little bit burnt, but it's fine. I just need to cook eggs now, and that's it.
You're a father.
I'm the father, yeah. My dogs are eating better than me always.
They always have free time. They enjoy.
Oh, yeah, they are happy. I guess they are lucky. Me too. Nice life.
Nice.
It's just rice with omelette.
Rice with omelette, but smell is nice, brother.
You want to eat some? Koki, chai, a comer.
Chai. Chai to jest herbata. Chai is tea.
Masala chai.
Masala chai.
That's her name.
Because she is from India, so she have name of the tea.
Of the typical tea of India. Masala chai.
Coco.
She's on the list, unfortunately, because she's a chicken killer. She never killed a chicken until we came here, man. It's been...
Now is...
Okay, ¿tienes hambre? Yeah, she killed 3 chicken. 3 chicken. I'm so... The first time I was so sad. The second and
But
the
not
third time...
not this dog.
No, not this one.
This is
Cookie.
Cookie.
¿Tienes hambre? Are you hungry?
hungry. Cookie. Come on, Cookie. Cookie. Chai.
You are a chicken killer.
Chai. Chai is on the line because...
You know, I'm very little.
Chai.
I have very little money and I have to pay 3 chicken.
Oh. Chai.
Okay.
Food. Coming food.
I
Yeah.
think it's too hot. Maybe I should wait.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they are not right now.
What happened? Ah, some peacock. No cow. Come on.
Yeah, now they are not eating because they are not hungry, huh? They are not eating because it's too hot.
Too hot.
Or because they don't like it. It's too hot now.
Okay, he's... Oh. Mmm. It's good, Chai.
I can't find your bowl.
Cookie.
I'll give you here.
Oh, it's good. Father make food.
I can't find the other bowl. I know this is a...
This is also good. It's don't worry.
Vamos. Come.
So sweet. Chai, it's good? It's good?
Chai is eating?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
He enjoy.
I will cook it. I can make her do some tricks. Sienta. La pata. La otra. Vuelta. Good girl. She's such a good dog. You sometimes, Chai. Especially when you're sleeping, you're a good dog. Come on, Cookie.
Oh,
I know it's hot. Nice.
this is your tent. How many years?
My gosh, this tent is so old. Look, there is a hole here. There is another hole here. But I will show you the biggest hole. So I fixed this tent many times.
Yeah.
Okay. But now this is impossible to fix.
How?
I need to buy. I was going to buy a new one, but my girlfriend is bringing one in 2 weeks. So I
Okay.
think I can.
You can survive.
I can survive with this. Yeah, but
How
this is
many?
impossible
How
to
many
fix.
years?
I think 1.5 maybe, but I use it a lot. And this is the €20 Decathlon tent,
Yeah.
which is for me is the best because it's very cheap. The tents are always going to get broken in a backpacking
Of
trip.
course. Of course.
So if you're spending only €20 and it lasts very long time. There is another hole here. This is a new one.
Oh my God! But the dogs, they do this?
Yeah, I guess this one is because of the dogs. Chai was inside. And I was probably somewhere else and in the night. In the other house where I spent 1 month, the first nights they were staying in the tent and I was staying inside the house because here many local people don't want the dogs inside the houses. And then one night I don't know what happened, but she became crazy and she decided to leave the tent. You're so slow, so lazy.
Koki, do you like come back to home?
Yeah, so I was saying, we were talking about having a dog in the city. You were saying they don't enjoy, but my experience with Koki, maybe because she's so long on the road and she misses home. Whenever we come back to Madrid, she's very happy because she's also happy traveling, but in the home also because she has a lot of food, she can sleep a lot, she can sleep in the bed.
So she enjoys.
Yeah, she enjoys also the pleasures of life. Even me, I love backpacking, but whenever I come back home, at least for a while, I enjoy. Then I miss the road again. But
Yes.
massage, and I always give them massage, and I take the opportunity to remove the ticks.
Yeah.
Because in this area there are so many ticks.
And they are dangerous for dog?
No, I don't think so. They never got sick. Actually, I'm very lucky. My dogs. Many people. One of the things that ask me more the people is, what do I do when they get sick? But they never get very sick. Actually, look. There is one here, a small one.
Wait.
I hate them.
Okay.
I always kill them. And then the other day she got an infection in the eye. I gave her some drops. I have here in the tent, drops and some cream. And then after 3 days, she was fine. Yeah, here one more, small one. They are normally small because every day I do this. But if you spend some days without doing it, you can find very big ones because they are sucking the blood and they become so big.
Yeah.
Very good. Hey! Look, this is a big one.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck you.
So big.
The baby one is here also.
Oh my God, 4.
Okay, we're gonna play some music, okay, Cookie? Because you're such a good drum. Ready?
She like it.
Good girl, Cookie. Whenever we are camping, she's always trying to protect the place.
Really?
She's protecting also Chai so much. But cow is not dangerous. You can protect me from wolves, but not cow. Cookie, no. Cookie, te estás tranquila, Quieto. Te estás tranquila, no pasa nada, ¿vale? Venga, fuera. Fuera. No, tira para allá. Fuera. Fuera. ¡Eh! No. Cookie me enfado,
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. Good.
Tika. How are you? Cookie, ven.
So Cookie is like a guide and
I'm
a
guardian.
policeman.
Yeah, kind of. So her mission, every dog have a mission in life. Like Chai, I think the mission is enjoying life only. Or she didn't find her mission yet. But Cookie is a guide in the mountain and a guardian. One, Cookie no,
Cookie.
Cookie, fuera.
Cookie, come on.
She feels like she has to protect us even from cow, and cow is not dangerous, but she's protecting us from everything, from all kinds of animals, not humans. And then in the this especially when we are camping and trekking, and then in the mountains when we are hiking, she's always leading the way. And whenever I can't find the trail, because sometimes there is no trail, she knows how to track the way, and I just trust her. I never got lost, so it's very good to travel with her, because I remember one trek in Canada, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back, there is no way we can go, and then she started to follow one way. I was like, are you sure, Cookie, this is the way? And after 1 hour we found a small trail, and she was right. Simba, what were you dreaming about? Bones? Female dog?
Chicken?
Beautiful female dog?
Coco, are you asleep there? What happened? Chai, you also sleep?
Yeah, this group is, and you can go to just in another valley. If you forward from this road, you can go to Gaguch.
Simba, what do you think about life here
In Pakistan.
in Pakistan? Is good?
Like, I don't know, I'm just laying down, I'm so lazy.
This is daughter.
Yes.
This is like a small children.
You want to see something between funny and disgusting?
You put the finger to.
Yeah, she likes to lick them. I know it's a bit disgusting, but it's also funny.
Fuck.
And she likes to lick.
One more time, please.
So can I take a selfie
With Cookie?
with you?
Yeah, sure.
You touch the brain.
Is it tasty? we all are weird in somehow, Cookie, don't worry. We all have weird things, no problem. Spots. Even in the ears sometimes she start look at her face, she's enjoying.
Yes.
I love you, Cookie. I love you so much.
Guys, so in Pakistan, exactly in Chitral area, the dogs, they are important here?
Yeah, they are very connected to the people. That's what I experienced, because they use them for hunting especially.
Yes.
They've been hunting, it's like a traditional thing.
Yes.
Normally I'm against hunters, but this is, they use, because they are hunting birds and ducks especially. They use these dogs, they hunt
Dogs? What type?
Labradors.
Labrador and also the
Also
Cocker
we
Spaniel.
Yes, we have
Also.
local dogs also, but there's a problem of age. They live about 6 or 7 years. So Labrador has the age of about 12-13 years.
Okay.
So it's good for hunting.
Actually, normally mixed dogs live longer than pure breed dogs, at least in Western countries.
So
That's very
how it looks like? They shoot some duck and the Labrador he's swimming?
Yeah, they will swim. They will go to the
Swims.
water and they will bring the duck.
Yes, about a pair, you can buy a pair in 70,000, 80,000.
How many dollars can you calculate?
70,000 rupee is like 400 euro. Less, a little bit less than 400.
On the back side is your tent, and when you sleep in tent with two dogs, and what happened when they want to susu?
When they want to pee,
Yeah.
susu. They will tell me. They will tell me. They will let me know.
It's like,
They will
oh,
cry.
Roberto!
They will cry or something.
Mhm.
Then I open the tent. They go to pee and then come back. But if I'm not in the tent, this happens in some places because many houses they are not okay if the dogs are inside, but they insist so much I have to stay in with them and sleep in a bed. So that's I'm a bit worried because of this. So I sometimes let the tent open directly, so
okay.
they can go outside and come back. Because you see the result when I close the tent. When I close the tent, especially Chai, he can break the tent.
They not waste food, the dogs.
No, normally they eat everything. Not more hungry?
He will be free?
No, because of the chicken. She keeps the chicken.
More killed chicken, less travel. Mhm.
Pen, yeah.
Simba, what do you think about Chai?
Chai, can you tell me why you are so naughty and so crazy?
But traveling with Chai, it's not easy probably.
No, with Koki is so easy. With Chai, but she's making progress. Now in this time she went back because of the chicken, but apart from that she's doing much better. When she was a puppy she gave me so much work. She was a pain in the ass, man.
How old?
Now she's 1.5.
1.5, so small. Young. Father, take a little bit, please.
I won't give you Sprite, but I will give you one biscuit.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh,
That's good?
this
Okay,
is
I'll
good.
give you one more.
But take like seat or something.
Vale,
Take
sienta,
hand.
sentada. La
Oh.
patita. La otra. No, la otra. Muy bien. Vuelta. Vuelta. Good girl. Sometimes you're such a good girl. Sometimes.
So, when you have free time, the dogs they go to explore the city, the village, alone.
Yeah, especially Chai.
He's traveler. She's traveler.
Normally she likes to meet friends with the local dogs, and also she likes to explore. She goes to the river and comes back. But as I said, there was a problem with the chicken, and now freedom is over. Yesterday I gave her freedom, and after 10 minutes she killed a chicken again. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam alaikum. Exactly. Malaikum salam. Can you touch?
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, it's softly, so softly. Robert, so we know together how many years?
We met like 3 years ago, but this is the first time we met in person.
Yeah.
So I was very happy when I saw you. I couldn't believe. Like, what? It's Thomas. Thomas is here. What the hell?
Yeah. So
This way.
so we met on the internet. On the
Yeah.
internet.
On the internet.
Robert, you're from Spain,
I am from Spain, from Madrid.
directly from Madrid. And tell me, what it was purpose to travel, like backpacker, to be backpacker. What it was purpose?
The first time. So now I've been seven years traveling. Not all the time. I also came back for work and all. But the first time I didn't know. I just wanted to have the experience of a solo trip with a backpack, and then I went to South America. This was my dream.
When you come back to the Spain, you decide to continue your travel. So, but
yeah.
it was like different travel because you keep some dogs.
Yeah, so in South America, I have 2 dogs now, but in South America, I found the first dog, Coqui, in
It was
Bolivia.
on the street?
Yes, it was on the street in the cardboards in a small town in between the jungle and the mountain in Bolivia, in Samaipata. You have to go to this place, beautiful place. Then, I started to travel with her, but I was looking for a family at the beginning. I didn't know. I thought like most of the people think it's not possible traveling with a dog. And then, but then I realized it's not only possible, but the best thing in the world. I was enjoying so much. I was enjoying my trip already, but with Coqui, I enjoyed like double, 10 times more. I started to meet more people, especially kids. You get to meet lots of kids who come for dogs. I don't know. It was more difficult because we couldn't get transportation, and normally I was traveling by hitchhiking. But after this, after I found Coqui, I don't have choice. We can only travel by hitchhiking or taxi, but taxi is not in my budget.
Yeah, it was easy hitchhike with the dog.
With Coqui, it depends. When she was a puppy, it was very easy. Then when she was growing and growing, it became more difficult.
But now it's really big dog.
Yeah, now it's almost 25 kg. And Chai is 20, the other one I found in India. But the hitchhiking with dogs, it depends on the country. Like for instance, in North America, it's very easy. I heard the United States is not the best country for hitchhikers, but for me it was so easy because they love dogs so much. So I think it depends. Sometimes most of the time is more difficult, but in some countries it's easy.
In Pakistan, it's easy?
No,
you have
Pakistan,
2 dogs.
Yeah, in Pakistan it's not easy because they are not the biggest fans of dogs.
They scared?
In this it depends also. In this area or in Gilgit, I think they like more, but in other more conservative areas they don't like them much. But still they help me so much everywhere, so I'm very happy.
So you want to? This is like final numbers of the dogs, like 2, or you want to take 3? Or
actually, I didn't. I thought 1 was too much. I didn't think again. When I found Chai, I thought, okay, I'm traveling with a dog and it's possible and it's amazing. But traveling with 2 dogs, this is too much crazy. I cannot. But then it's similar story. We found Chai when we were camping in the desert in India, and she came to us. She was a puppy, and the next town was maybe 10 kilometers away. So I don't know how the hell she came by herself. Anyway, we tried to find a mom for the mom, or we tried to find a family. Nothing. There was no dogs around. There was no people in the next town. We asked also. So I kept her, and I decided I'm gonna find a family for this one. But then when you spend some time with the dog, it's already yours. And so I realized I was the family for her. Coqui and me were the family.
Robert, what about the food for the dogs? It's like one dog is 25 kg, second dog is 20 kg. They need food. You also need food.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's a bit more difficult because normally I give them dog food. I prefer, especially when traveling. If I'm at home, I can cook for them. But traveling, I prefer giving them dog food because it's more balanced. They have all the nutrients, and it's easier for me. But now here I'm cooking every day for them, 2 times a day. I have the camping stove, so I'm cooking rice and eggs, or sometimes I also get some chicken or something, and then I have to cook for them. It's so funny because normally I have the meal in the restaurant or in the local house, but then I have to cook for them because there is no dog food. There is no dog food, only in big cities.
So sometimes when you travel and when you stay in the city, big city, and it's time to eat, Assalamu alaikum, and when it's time to eat, you take your equipment on the street and you...
Exactly, yeah, it's crazy. People are shocked, the Pakistanis, because they cannot imagine I'm cooking. They think I'm cooking for myself, and then when they see I'm taking out the bowls and putting the food for them, they are like, what the hell, man? they take photos and yeah.
Do you have some situation like it was not food?
Yeah, in Ramazan times, because I couldn't find anything in a small town, I was asking. And for me, sometimes the people, they know I'm foreigner, so they know I'm not following Ramazan, and they gave me some food.
Some food, yeah.
But for them, it was like only bread, or so they did the Ramazan. My dog did the Ramazan. They couldn't eat. Some days they had to do it. They had no choice.
Yeah.
Now we will have a break. We will have lunch, breakfast. Now we keep going. I like
Keep breath.
Pakistani food.
Yeah. But for you, it's not spicy.
No, it's not. But I'm coming from India. In India, it's more spicy.
You are adapt.
I am adapted. And I like.
No, chili, brother, chili destroy us. Destroy me.
Thank you.
Shukriya. Thank you, brother. So now, how long you travel now? Like, how many months? How many years?
In this trip, so I did 3 big trips. This is the third one. My idea was going from Spain to China by road. This way, actually, Iran, Pakistan, India, and then come back through Central Asia. But because of Corona, now it's not possible. And so I started the trip. I was planning it was going to be around 2.5 years, 3 years trip. And now it's been 2 years, more than 2 years. We started in March. We left Spain to March 2019.
And brother, about traveling and about the love. In this travel, did you find some love?
Yeah, I found. I'm lucky. In Turkey, I met a girl from Taiwan. We started traveling together, and yeah.
She's also backpacker?
She's a backpacker. She's amazing. She's traveling alone. She's been also to Africa, to many countries in Asia.
Brave.
Yeah, she's brave, and yeah, she's enjoying life. But then she came back. Unfortunately, now I'm not with her, but she's coming soon. I'm very happy because she came back we've been 1 year separated. And she came back to Taiwan in the beginning of the lockdown. So decided to come back when we were in India. And then, yeah, we thought it was gonna be 1-2 months lockdown. Nobody knew this crazy thing was gonna happen with Corona. So yeah, I couldn't leave India because I have 2 dogs, and I'd never take planes. So that's why I didn't want to I couldn't live by land. All the countries around India were closed, and India was close to tourism, so there was no way we can meet. But finally I get a visa to Pakistan open to tourism, so I came this way, and now she's coming also because Pakistan is open. So
perfect.
Pakistan is gonna
So you have three women to travel. 2 dogs and girlfriend. Nice. Robert, what are you doing? You destroyed the wall.
This was your idea, man.
We destroyed the restaurant.
We will bring so many foreigners to this restaurant with this idea.
Hey guys, this is really nice restaurant in Buni city in Kepike, so you need visit. What the name of the restaurant?
Dastarkhan restaurant.
Rostov Rani
Restaurant. Dastarkhan.
Destarkhan.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not easy.
Everybody should come to Dastarkhan.
and make some signs.
Yeah, this wall is looking very boring because there is only 2, mine and yours. But maybe in few months this will be boring.
Okay.
Robert,
Yeah?
what about your book? Because you published 1 book, yeah?
Sorry?
You published 1 book.
Yeah, I published the book about my trip in South America and how I found Koki, my dog, and how we started to travel together.
So you write like stories, and did you include the photos also inside?
Yeah, also photos.
So it's like reportage.
It's kind of diaries actually. It's more than a book, it's a diary. It's so all the time when I'm going outside for a trip, I write in notebooks. And then especially before, I didn't use internet. Now this is the first time I'm traveling with internet. You travel now like 3 years, yeah? Around 3 years.
In this trip, 2 years and a little bit, yeah. Like 2.5 maybe.
2.5.
But how about money? It's like it's hard to collect the money to like.
In every trip is bit different. The income, how I was making money in this trip, I know it sounds like a joke, but I'm making money with photo. And this is an idea from my girlfriend actually. When I met her in Turkey, I saw she was making postcards and she told me she was making money with this, and I was like, but you are making some money only, right? And she told me, no, this is how I'm financing my trip, how I'm making money for keep going on the way. I started this thing. It's not only the postcard. I'm not a good photographer actually. I have good photos because I have good camera, but I didn't take any course. But it's more about the story about the postcard. So every photo in every country I go, I choose the 10 things that surprise me more. There is always something about dogs, about politics, history, culture, whatever. And then I choose the photo that match better with this story. And then I make a postcard and I post on Instagram or Facebook, and people can choose which photo sometimes they buy more than one they want. And then I just print the photos and I send them to them by regular post. How do you say?
Post office.
Yeah, like I go
Perfect.
to the post
like
office. Like in all the school traveler.
Perfect.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
But thank you also to the social media.
Perfect. Perfect.
Actually, the most important thing is not how do you make money. Of course, you have to make some because you always have expenses. But the key, the secret of keep traveling is trying to spend very little money. Like if you are hitchhiking and you are traveling with your tent, you're not spending in the two big things that you spend more in a trip, accommodation and transportation. And then you have to spend in food, and I have also to spend more in food because I have 2 dogs. But it's not very expensive, and especially if you're traveling in this part of the world, and we're coming from Europe, we have this advantage, we have the euro. So I guess we are lucky in this way. But yeah, the most important thing is trying to save money. Like you can travel with €3 a day, it's possible. And then, 100 or €150, you can do living in a good way, traveling in a good way.
But I am really interesting because you are a blogger. You have channel. This channel, what is the name of the channel?
Viajeros perrunos.
What does it mean?
It means dog travelers in Spanish.
Dog travelers. And how did you manage your picture on the social media, on the Instagram? How did you upload? Did you use this small thing?
I'm actually from the old school, man. I'm very bad with technology. So I'm basically, all the pictures I take with camera. I don't like take with the phone. So I have to take with the camera, then put in the laptop, and then from the laptop to the phone. I know it's very long process, but this is how it works for me.
I think that I'm going to